It's the basis of the offense.
They describe it as a steel town, working class town, nothing fancy, just bang it in there, keep banging it in there. Hard nose, sort of grinding it out, then eventually payday.
Listen to the ovation for Franco Harris.
It was Franco Harris who established the Steelers' run tradition in the 1970s, as Pittsburgh racked up 4 Super Bowl titles in 6 years.
There does seem to be signature plays for Pittsburgh running backs, and you had one, of course.
Everybody refers to the trap, and I love the trap. People said, when we arrived in town, we came out trapping.
Terry Bradshaw. Giving the ball to Franco through the middle, then over the 15 to 10 to 5. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
When we had our guard or our tackle come over and trap, and I had to get my read right away, and I just had that knack to where I just knew how the block was going to go and which hole I needed to pop into.
He had a physical running style, but he was very patient as a runner, but he had those long strides. He was a lot faster than a lot of people gave him credit for.
Harris's legacy was continued by Jerome Bettis, who made 4 Pro Bowls in 9 years with the Steelers, and in the 2005 season helped Pittsburgh win the Super Bowl.
My signature play was a boss play.
And the bus waits, the bus drives, and the bus gets to the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Jerome Bettis!
It was a play that was a downhill play, but it was really designed to get off tackle or outside the tackle. And so it was a delicate play because you had to know how to run it, but if you ran it to perfection, it was really hard to stop.
He was a bull. He was a bull. And I just love seeing him run that way.
Today, the Steelers have Rashard Mendenhall, who has a signature play of his own, the 22 double.
And the give off the right side. Mendenhall, he breaks it through. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and he scores a touchdown, and this game is over.
Something we feel really comfortable running as an offense and just double teams across the board, you know what I mean, trying to get to the linebackers, and as a running back, you get you a chance to kind of pick and slide where you want to go.
And it's a read play. It's 22 double. You can go inside, outside, and I mean, you can cut back. That's kind of been our patented play. And he's definitely made some huge plays.
We just sat back there and tried to sling the ball over the place. That's not who we draft. We draft big physical linemen that can pound the ball. That's Steeler football. Pound it, run it every time.
So that's a little bit of how they've done it over the years, and here is what they've done with it. Franco winning the MVP of Super Bowl IX. Remember, Willie Parker had the big second half and one long run in there against the Seahawks Super Bowl 40, then Franco's 82 yards in Super Bowl 10. And Van Morris had 73 yards in the lone Steelers Super Bowl loss, Super Bowl 30 to the Cowboys. Now that Super Bowl 40 win in Detroit, we mentioned, remember that homecoming for Jerome Bettis? The players wearing Jerome's Notre Dame jersey upon arrival in the Motor City. The Steelers won, and Jerome, the last time I saw you on a Super Bowl Sunday on the podium at Ford Field when you retired. Now you're hanging with Merrill Hodge, another Steeler back on the AT&T demo field.
All right, thanks, Mike. I'm here with Jerome Bettis, who just him being on this stage makes our backfield really good. When we look at the Pittsburgh Steelers and the history, some 40 years, the thing that probably resonates with this team has been their running game. You go back to Franco Harris and Rocky Bleier, it was all about the split backs. Both of them were equal in their running game. If you and I were in that system, we would be split apart from one another, and our hands would be in the dirt. What is the advantage of doing that trapping system that the Steelers used to run back in the 70s?
The advantage is that everything is quick hitting. You don't have to wait 4 or 5 seconds for the play to develop. The play develops right now. The running back gets the ball, he's hitting the hole as fast as he can, and when it pops, it creates big plays in terms of the running game.
And one of the advantages that the split back gives you is that we're both viable options. You know, even though he's the fullback or halfback and I'm the other back, depending on what the defense is doing, we both have the ability to catch the ball or run the ball on any play. Now, it has always been a 2-back system back in the 70s, Franco, Rocky. Well, as it started to evolve in the 90s, they went to the I formation. Now you put the big bus in the I formation. You put a fullback in front of him, and now he's the single ball carrier. How does it change when you go to the I formation from the split back?
Well, the first thing that changes is your vision. Now your vision is a full field vision. You get a chance to see the second level. You see those linebackers, what they're doing. You get some pre-snap reads in terms of where you think the hole is going to be. But the second thing that happens is you have to develop patience, because when you're when you're having your hand on the ground, it's really fast split backs. When you come back from the eye, you have to develop the patience in order to let the hole develop and then hit the hole.
Okay, now let's talk about Rashard Mendenhall. He will play from the I formation tonight in this game.
Yes.
What is something that you like about him?
Well, I like his patience. What he's doing now is he's setting up, he's running inside to get outside. A lot of times those fast runners, they want to go right outside right now, but he's pressing the hole, he's getting the defense to commit inside, and then he's able to break out because he has the speed to get outside.
Now, one of his favorite plays is that 22 double. Did you run that kind of play?
We ran a similar play. We called it 38 double, but the premise is the same. They like to get two big double teams because they want to get movement at the point of attack. If they can get the movement at the point of attack, what happens now is the running back has options. He can either cut inside, he can take it right up and just push and get 4 or 5 yards, or he can help get that defense to commit and maybe bounce out along when he did that in the Jets game.
Go back to the 70s. It was about Franco and Rocky and split backs.
Yes.
Now it's about the I formation. When you won the Super Bowl, Jerome Bettis in the backfield. Rashard Mendenhall now.
Right.
There's one thing that is consistent with the Pittsburgh Steelers. When you run the football, that resonates with the entire team, not just the offense. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. That's how you win championships.
That's right. Listen, more of this on Sunday NFL Countdown when we come back. Thanks, boss.